The kingdom is transferred from one people to another. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Please forgive me if I slur my words. I was drinking some Yayan, just chilling. Anyway, this is from Ecclesiasticus 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, now we know who that's talking about, injuries and riches got by deceit. We know who that's talking about. The kingdom is translated, I think I said transferred, but the word is translated, because when I was looking for it, I put in transferred, but it led me to the right scripture. The word is translated from one people to another. So I'm going to look up the word translated. Okay, the word translation comes up. Okay, let me go to what is translation. Transitive verb, to turn into one owns or another language, to transfer or turn from one set of symbols unto another. That's not what I want. Translate and transferred pretty much means the same. They give me the word translate as far as going from one language to the other. But we know that translated in Ecclesiastes 10 verse 8 is to be given from taken from one people and given to another people. Read it again. Ecclesiasticus 10 verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries and riches got by deceit. How did this devil get this kingdom? He got it by way of deceit. And the sword. He didn't get it by righteous means. The kingdom, whose kingdom are we in? We're in Esau's kingdom. The Edomite kingdom. As G.I. Jose used to say, the Edomite nation. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. Let me deal with the word transferred. Let's deal with the word transferred. Move from one place to another. Change to another place, route or route, or means of transportation during a journey. I like this definition. Number one, move from one place to another. What's going to be moved from one place to another? Ecclesiasticus 10 verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, and that's all this devil did. was deal with you in an unrighteous, wicked manner. Injuries, he caused injuries, and riches got by deceit. The kingdom, let me look up the word deceit. Deceit, the action of practice of deceiving someone by concealing or misrepresenting the truth. That's deceit. It says because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is transferred from one people to another. So is Esau in his kingdom? Yeah, he's in his kingdom. The next kingdom is going to be our kingdom. Let's go from there to, let me bring up another tab. One of my favorite scriptures, and one of High Priest Ariel's favorite scriptures. I mean, we know the scripture by heart. Isaiah 14 verse 1, for the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined unto them. Those are Israelites coming into the fold, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them, and the land of the Lord Yahweh, for servants and handmaids, slaves, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. We're getting ready to rule over this devil, these Edomites. The current kingdom is the kingdom of Edom. America is really the land of Edom. I want to look up the word rule. The word rule is radah. To rule, have dominion, dominate, tread down. To have dominion, rule, subjugate. To cause, to dominate. To scrape out, to scrape out. So they're going to be scraped out. Now the reason why I entitled it what I entitled it is because I came across a video put up by Richard Roberts, which his father was famous, Oral Roberts, and I remember him watching his father and him as a young man. So he has his own page. Richard Roberts, the son of Oral Roberts, of the Oral Roberts Ministries that used to come on Sundays. And I remember his son being young. He's an older man now. And his wife had a vision. And I'm going to leave this Link in the description box so you can watch it. It's a 17, almost 18-minute video. I watched a little bit more than 3 minutes of the video of his wife, of which I believe her name is Lindsay. Lindsay's prophetic vision, end time, wealth transfer, April 12, 2021. So I said, let me go ahead and listen to it. So I'm listening to it. And basically she's saying that there's going to be, she had a vision or a dream of her driving down the highway, and she kept seeing billboards. And one billboard, I said, I'm not going to go to it, but you can watch it. It said something to the effect of the righteous. Then it said the wicked. Then it said the transfer of wealth from the wicked to the righteous. And she don't realize that the wicked are you Edomites. And I hate to burst your bubble, vocab Malone, but the wicked are still here. The wicked are all around you. The wicked are in authority. You pay your taxes to the wicked. When you go before the judge, you go before the wicked. When the policeman pulls you over and asks for your license registration, that's the wicked. The wicked are here. They are Edomites. Now you might say, well, there's Jake's Israelites. Yeah, but they're doing the bidding of the wicked. They're not benefiting from it. All they're getting is a paycheck at the end of the week. If they pull out over a number of people, and out of that number of people, they get $100,000, they still only going to get whatever they're going to get, whether it be $1,500. The judges are the pimps, and these people that pull you over, they're the streetwalkers. Anyway, if you watch this video, she doesn't realize it, but she's saying, she's talking about Esau losing their kingdom and Jacob regaining their kingdom, or getting the riches or the substance from the wicked, and that's going to happen. Vocab. Now, vocab, you made a statement. You said all the Edomites are done away, which are not done away with. The Edomites are in power. You're an Edomite. The Edomites are in power. They're doing the news. They're doing the weather. That's an Edomite, man. When you go before the judge as an Edomite judge, that's an Edomite. Let's go with that. Let's go with what vocab said. They're all dead. We're all dead. They're gone. There's no such thing as Edomites. Very convenient of you, vocab. Very convenient of you. Okay. Okay, this is Revelation. Let's go to Revelation 20. Let's go to Revelation 20, verse 12 and verse 13. It says, and it reads, "And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High." So the Most High is going to, let's go with that, vocab Malone, aka Mark John Reiser. You said on several occasions, oh, Edomites are done away with. They're gone. There's no such thing as Edomites. Well, who are these people in the rulership right now? Oh, that's the so-called white man. Well, who are they biblically? There's no scripture speaking about the so-called white man. Those are Edomites. Because only one of two people can be ruling right now, provided that we're in the kingdom of heaven. Let's say we're in the kingdom of heaven, according to that bonehead Negro, William Bell, the eschatology man. Let's say we're in the kingdom. If we're in the kingdom, then the current man that's in rulership would have to be Jacob. And you know motherfucking well that ain't no goddamn Jacob. It says in Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. What's happening around the world in this country? You got homeless people, you got people dying, babies dying. Who's in rulership? The wicked. The wicked. So, but let's go with vocab's theory. That Esau was done away with. No, Esau was done away with. No such thing as Edomites. Okay, guess what? Let's say they're done away with. They're still in the spiritual realm, and they still got to come back. So let's go with that. Let's go with that. Esau's done away with. Guess what? His red hairy ass is coming back. We know he's here already. But let's go with vocab's theory. So let's read Revelation 20 verse 12 and 13. See, you too easy, man. You wasn't good enough. You wasn't good enough. As Mordred said to Morgana, they wasn't good enough. So you wasn't good enough. Anyway, it says, Revelation 20 verse 12, and I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And only the elect are written in the book of life. The 2/3 are not written in the book of life. That's why they're going to die when this destruction comes. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. So what did Esau do? What did Esau do, when he was on the earth? Nothing but a devil. Nothing but a goddamn devil, man. But let's go with Vocab Malone's theory that they were all done away with. There's no more Edomites. Well, guess what? They're in the spiritual realm, and they're gonna come back. And they're gonna have to deal with what they did in the past according to their works as being the wicked. Malachi 1 says that Esau is the wicked. 13 verse, let's see what that says. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up. And by the way, hell is the grave. It's not no fictitious place that you go down like the movie Little Nicky. You should watch that movie. A great movie, classic movie. Adam Sandler showing you how hell is. That's all fairy tale. When you die, your spirit goes up into the spiritual realm, which is the third heaven, which is the fourth dimension, which encompasses the first three dimensions. That's why you got spirits around you. So it's not so much, the scriptures say going up, the spirit of man going upward, and the spirit of the animals going downward into the earth. Actually, they go into the fourth dimension, beyond the first three dimensions. front, back, side, side, up, down. Those are the 3 dimensions. Your spirit goes to the 4th dimension. And Esau's doing pretty good in the 4th dimension. They ain't catching no hell. They ain't getting their ass whipped by the angels. They chilling. And they don't want to come back. They don't want to come back. They want to stay. They want to stay up there in heaven. Because they doing pretty motherfucking good. They ain't getting their ass whipped. So they despise coming back. But guess what? They are going to come back. Read the story of the rich man and Lazarus. Did not the rich man say, send a spirit to my 5 brethren so you can get this out right? So what did Abraham tell him when he had Lazarus in his bosom, which Lazarus represents Israel? He said they have what? They have the law of Moses. Did not the chief Rothschild, was not he a rabbi? So he knew the Torah. 13th verse. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell, meaning the grave, delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged every man according to their works. So let's go with what Vocab Malone said. Let's go with that. Let's go with what John Mark Rice said. Oh, the Edomites are done away with. Oh, they got done away with. They're no longer here. Okay, well, let's go with that, John. Where are they? If they're not here, where are they? Are they burning in hell? Are they in the spiritual realm? Are they in the grave? Yes, they're in the grave. Yes, they're in the spiritual realm. But they're coming back. And they're coming back for what reason? To be judged. They're going to go right into slavery. Let me read the 13th verse again. And the sea gave up the dead. You know, you have burials at sea. We commend you to the spirit. Drop the ashes in the sea. Which were in it. And death and hell. Hell represents the grave. So let's say they put your ass, your red ass, in a coffin. Delivered up the dead. So you even killing yourself will not escape the judgment. You know that the judgment's coming. Let's say you got an Edomite that knows that he's an Edomite. He watch all the videos, the Israelite videos. He knows he's going into slavery. He accepted that fact. But he kills himself. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You're not going to escape, even if you kill yourself, because the Most High has power over the spirits. It says, which were in them, the ground, the coffin. So they said, look, I'm out of here. I'm gonna do myself, so I don't have to be judged. Well, guess what? Your spirit is going to be brought back. It says, and they were judged. They were judged. You're going to be brought back. Let me read it again. Let me read it one more time. Matter of fact, let me read 12 and 13. Revelation 20, verse 12 and verse 13. And I saw the dead. All the Edomites are done away with. Small and great stand before the Most High, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged, and the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the book according to their works. What have you Edomites done when you was on this earth? You put hell on the Israelites and the other nations. So you got to pay back as a bitch. Anyway, I'm going to say shalom.